Hi YouTube, today I'm playing the Freshman Book 2, Chapter 14, Inauguration Night. The first few days of finals week go by in a flurry of final exams and election hype. You finish your American history test early, giving you just enough time to get changed before the election kickoff speeches. We're gonna choose this outfit. This outfit is totally awesome. Abby opens the door and picks her head in. Hey Cinnamon, ready to go? Yep, let's head out. You and Abby get to the auditorium and take seats next to Zach and Tyler. Oh, sorry, we're saving these seats for Abby, Cinnamon. Oh God, my brain is so fried. Same here, but at least we're almost done with finals. Amen to that. Now all we've got is 2 more days, the election and the boat dance. Is everyone excited? I'm so excited. Me too. Me free, but you knew that already, Tyler, because we're going together. Tyler kisses Abby on the cheek. Ew, get a room, you two. Preferably not Tyler's, which is right next to mine. Everyone gets quiet as Miss Twombly walks onto the stage, followed by Chris and Sebastian. Good evening, everyone, and good luck on your remaining final exams. I know you all have last-minute cram to do, but don't forget to cast your vote for school president as well. Tonight, the candidates will have one final chance to convince undecided voters that they are the right choice. Now, without further ado, students of Hartford, give it up for Christopher Powell. And the crowd cheers as Chris steps up to the podium. Thank you, thank you. First of all, thank you all for your support. In the past few weeks, I've talked to many of you, and your passion towards the school is truly inspiring. In the interest of full transparency, fellow students, there's something I think you should know about me. When I was younger, I made some mistakes. I fell in with the wrong crowd, and I did a bunch of stupid things. The crowd murmurs in confusion. Now, to be clear, it was a juvenile offense when I was able to get expunged, but he closes his eyes and takes a deep breath. I tried to steal a car once and got busted. You hear several gasps before the crowd goes silent. Is he gonna drop out? What's he doing? I don't know. That was 4 years ago. Since then, I've been able to turn my life around thanks to the guidance of some wonderful mentors. By the time I graduated high school, I'd become an honor student and star football player. But I know that most people don't get that sort of second chance. Hartford University, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Sebastian isn't perfect. This school isn't going to be perfect no matter who wins, and I won't try to pretend that it will be. But if I'm elected, I'll make this school a place where, no matter what your flaws, you'll have a chance to succeed. If you believe in second chances, please vote for Chris Powell. Thank you. The audience is silent. Chris stands at the podium, a worried look on his face. I should applaud. The sound of your clapping rings through the auditorium. Your friends immediately join in. The auditorium fills with the sound of applause. Chris for president! Heck yeah! Chris returns to his seat, glowing. Well, that was quite unexpected. Sebastian Delacroix, your turn. Thank you, Miss Twombly, and good afternoon, Hartford University. Sebastian talks about building Hartford's prestigious reputation, but most of their audience still has their attention focused on Chris. As soon as the assembly ends, you and your roommates meet Chris in the coffee shop. And you didn't tell anyone you were going to do that? Okay, I did tell. The bell on the door jingles and you see James come in. He stops at your table after placing an order. Congratulations, Chris. I was worried for a minute there, but I think the audience loved your speech. I couldn't have done it without your help. It was an honor. Now, best of luck. Kai latte for James. And there's my order. Nice seeing you guys. He picks up the cup from the counter, pays, and heads out the door. So, Chris, do you think the risk is going to pay off? I don't know, but it was the only way I could stop Sebastian without dropping out. You exchange glances with your other roommates, but Chris doesn't notice. Well, you were very brave. I guess all we can do now is wait. Hold that saw. I'll be right back. You turn to see Brandon walking out from behind the counter, while another barista clocks in. Zach runs over to his boyfriend and kisses him aggressively. Ew, get a room, you two. Preferably at Brandon's place. Abby and Tyler high-five. This is serious. Brandon's leaving for Peru at dawn, and I'm going to miss him. We'll Skype every day, I promise. Yeah, I know. Are you sure you can't hang with us tonight? Believe me, I want to, but I've still got to pack. Alright, 1 more kiss for the road. Brandon obliges before leaving the shop. Oh, this sucks. I want to surprise him at the airport, but I'm worried about taking the train alone at 4 a.m. So that was your last goodbye for 3 months then? Yeah, I'm really going to miss him. Zach, I'll go to the airport with you. You will? Sure, what are friends for if not waking up at 4 a.m. with you? Awesome, I can always count on you, Cinnamon. We should go to bed soon then. We gotta be up in like 6 hours. Don't forget that online voting starts at midnight tonight. We'll do it first thing in the morning. You and Zach wake up early and catch a train to the Northbridge Airport. Zach jiggles his leg nervously while you wait in line at security. Hey, try to relax. How can I relax when my boyfriend is about to get on a plane and fly halfway around the world? What if I never see him again? Huh? Zach, he's only going for a few months. Yeah, but anything could happen in that time. He could get caught up in visa bureaucracy or slip and fall climbing Machu Picchu. Or worse, he could shack up with a Peruvian hottie and never come home. I really don't think any of that is going to happen. I know, but I'm just kind of freaking out. I've never felt this way about anyone else before. I don't want to lose what we have together. Long distance is tough, but if anyone can do it, it's you two. You care about each other so much. I know you'll do what it takes to make this work. But what if we drift apart? Come on, you've already been together a while now. You already have a strong foundation to build on. If anything, this will only make your relationship stronger. You really think so? Trust me, you're gonna get through this. You finally make it to the front of the line, but a security guard stops you. Ticket, please. I don't have a ticket. Then I can't let you through. Please, it's really important. Next. Cinnamon, what do we do now? I'll flirt with the guard. Hey, officer. Can I call you officer? The name's Halverson, miss. Officer Halverson, my name's Cinnamon. Congratulations. It must be a tough job guarding the terminals. Actually, this is a pretty easy gig. But I'm sure your back gets stiff from sitting in the same position all day. Beats lifting luggage. Maybe we could go back to one of the interrogation rooms and I could give you a massage. Unless you want to frisk me first. That's quite enough, young lady. I'll have you know I'm happily married. Now you two either buy some tickets or get out. Defeated, you and Zach exit the airport. I can't believe it. I didn't even get to say goodbye. I'm so sorry, Zach. At least we tried. Yeah, thanks for the help anyway. Suddenly you catch a glimpse of a familiar figure hurrying into the airport. Zach, over there, it's Brandon. What? He must have gotten stuck in traffic. Come on, now's your chance. Brandon, wait. Zach, what are you doing here? You think I'd let you leave without saying goodbye? I just wanted to say, even though I'm gonna miss you like heck, I'm really happy for you. Hey, you know I'll be thinking of you. You'd better send me postcards. Believe me, I'm gonna flood your mailbox. Flight G608 to Peru is now boarding. We're gonna be fine, Zach. Brandon, I love you. I love you too. Brandon pulls Zach into a deep embrace, and they share one last kiss. Flight G608 to Peru, doors closing in 20 minutes. I gotta go. Okay. I'll be back before you know it. Brandon glances back one last time before disappearing into the airport. Come on, Zach, we should get back to campus. Yeah, sure. I'm glad you got to see him off. Me too, and it's all thanks to you, Cinnamon. No problem. The rest of finals week goes by all too quickly, and before you know it, the votes have been tallied, and you and your friends are sitting at the inauguration dinner. I wish Brandon was here. Looks like we've got free extra seats. You notice Caitlin walking in alone. Chris waves to her. Caitlin, come sit with us. She opens her mouth as if she's about to say yes, but then she sees you. I'd better not. She walks away quickly and takes a seat with some other girls you don't know. You watch her leave and feel a hand on your back. You're doing the best you can, Cinnamon. Caitlin will see that eventually. Until then, don't worry about it. Abby. The best I can clearly isn't good enough. I keep hearing her crying in her room, so I go over to talk to her, but then I remember her not speaking. I saw it at first there was no way she'd break up with me for good. But now, the worst part is that I can't think about the boat dance without thinking of her as well. We'd have been talking about going together for so long. You bury your face in your hands. Zach stands up to hug you. Your other friends quickly join in. Group hug. Oh, hello, Madison. You and your friends look up to see that Madison has joined the hug. Darren and Logan are standing nearby. Hi, we were wondering if those free seats were taken. They are now. Oh, who took them? You did, silly. Take a seat. Thanks. By the way, not sure if Chris told you, but a bunch of us are going out after this. You're all welcome to come with. You know, like a congrats on winning party, or like a sorry you lost buddy party. I'm hoping for the first one. The side doors open and tables laden with food are rolled out. You and your friends approach them and stack your place with food. You're just slowing back down to your own table when... Uh-oh, incoming Sebastian alert. Greetings, everyone. Sebastian, congrats on a good race. Why, thank you. I came over here to say the same to Chris, actually. Thanks, man. I have to ask, though, why would you bother blackmailing me if you're going to out yourself anyway? Blackmail? There's no need to be ashamed. I attempted to blackmail you, so you sent your friends to stop me. It was self-defense. Chris turns to glare at you all. I never told them to blackmail you, Sebastian. They must have done it behind my back. I see. Well, I suppose you'd like to be left alone now. Best of luck tonight. Sebastian shuts away without another word. Chris continues to stare at you in silence. Logan, Madison, how about we go get seconds? But I haven't finished my first yet. But we're out of bread. Let's go. Darren pats Chris on the shoulder as they quickly walk away. Which one of you did this? It was... all of us. Beckett told me that Sebastian was funneling campaign funds into his personal account. We confronted him with proof and promised not to tell anyone as long as he didn't blab about your record. And how did you get this proof? We hacked his computer. I can't believe you guys. This whole time I've been trying not to stoop Sebastian's level. Why would you do this? Chris, we're sorry, but... She's interrupted by the sound of applause. You turn to see Professor Atia and Miss Twombly standing at the microphone. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this year's presidential announcement dinner. Before we announce the new school president, how about a round of applause for both candidates? Everyone cheers. Yes, congratulations to both of you. Now, Miss Twimley, would you do the honors? Drum roll, please. Plates and cutlery rattle as students all around you drum on the tables. The next president is Christopher Powell. The crowd cheers and Chris is pulled up on stage. Chris, do you have anything to say to your fellow students? Well, I didn't plan anything, but thank you for voting for me. I hope I'll be able to be the president this school deserves. Donnie cheers as Chris leaves the stage. A small crowd of congratulators quickly forms around him. Congratulations. Chris, get a selfie with me. We did it. You and your friends look up at each other, but nobody gets up. Guys, we should go. I don't think Chris will be coming back to sit with us anytime soon. Right. You and your friends take your coats and step out onto the quad. So now what? You hear the door open again and Chris steps out. Guys, come back here. Can we talk? Chris, we don't want to ruin your victory. You should go in there and celebrate. What's there to celebrate? I wanted to win, but not because of backroom dealings. But Chris, we did it for the good of the school. We couldn't let someone who was going to steal it from the school become president. Then why didn't you tell me first? We could have solved this together. Chris, I'm sorry. I know you are, but that doesn't mean it's okay. Look, I'd better get back to the party before people start to wonder. He sighs and starts toward the door before turning back to you. Don't wait up for me. I'll crash at Darren and Logan's tonight. Good night, Chris. Good night. You and your friends watch Chris return to the party before slowly and silently walking back to the dorm. Once there, you curl up in a ball on the couch. Guys, I'm sorry for dragging you all into this. What? No? It's not your fault, Cinnamon. Thanks, Tyler, but it really is. I was the one who talked you all into doing this. No, Cinnamon, we're all to blame here. Don't beat yourself up. Just then the door opens and Kaylin enters. She takes one look at you and walks quickly to her room. I'd better go talk to her. Guys, can I have a hug? Oh, Cinnamon. She holds you while Tyler gets a blanket. You really can't catch a break this quarter, can you? You shake your head sadly. Caitlin, James, and now Chris. I can't believe it. Remember how they were all crushing on you last quarter? Yeah. Not funny, Tyler. Right, sorry. I wish I could go home already, away from all this drama. Maybe I can call my mom and ask her to pick me up tomorrow. And miss the boat dance. I don't think I'm gonna. You're interrupted by a sudden banging on the door. Abby runs to get it. James? Cinnamon, Professor Vasquez has gone missing. Gabriella wants us to meet her at the hospital. What? Things are looking pretty bleak right now. Will you be able to turn it all around before the end of the quarter? Find out in the finale of the Freshman Book 2. See you guys then. Chapter 15. Setting Sail. You and James arrive at the hospital to find Gabriella out front, pacing nervously as she rocks the baby in her arms. Gabriella, what happened? Professor Vasquez is missing. Oh, Cinnamon, James, thank God you're here. Dad collapsed again earlier this evening and was admitted to the hospital. Is he okay? Thankfully, he stabilized pretty quickly. He said he was feeling well enough to go outside. But I don't know what happened. One minute the nurse was bringing him outside in a wheelchair, and the next minute he was gone. What was he doing outside? He said he wanted some fresh air. He told the doctor he'd sue the hospital if they didn't let him. Well, he can't have gone too far in his wheelchair. If we split up, maybe we can track him down. Good plan. How about I swing by campus and you check the park down the street? Right, Gabriella, why don't you stay here in case he comes back? Alright, I'll take this little guy back inside. It's just so cold out. What if? Don't worry, Gabriella. We'll find your father. Then you'd better hurry. You wander around the park for almost half an hour. Just when you're about to give up, you see a seated figure by the fountain. Professor Vasquez? Awesome, man. I figured someone would come looking for me. I should have known it would be you. Professor, what are you doing out here? Hospitals are depressing. Everyone coming and going, all the sick, dying people. I need to get away for a while, to feel the cold night air in my skin, to watch people going about their lives. I just want to get out into the world one last time before... Vasquez begins to cough and immediately starts hacking into a napkin. When he pulls it away, it's stained with blood. Professor? He waves you away. I'm a dying man, Cinnamon. A little blood is the least of my worries these days. Let me just enjoy myself while I still can. Okay, but I'm staying here with you. Stubborn as always. Vasquez sighs. You notice how tired he looks. If Gordon doesn't stick around, at least take me for the park, would you? He grabs the handles of the wheelchair and travels through the park with Vasquez in comfortable silence. You know, Cinnamon, in some ways I'm grateful for this whole ordeal. Grateful? Yes, I know that it seems strange, but it made me realize what misplaced priorities I had. I spent years estranged from my only daughter because of a mistake I was too proud to admit. When I leave this life, my greatest regret will be not making up with her sooner. Stop here, please, and sit down. You park his wheelchair next to the bench and sit down next to him. He takes one of your hands. I know I've put you through heck this year. Well, that's all in the past. Honestly, don't worry about it. Don't patronize me just because I'm ill, Cinnamon. I know I've caused you more than a few headaches. Headaches, stomach aches, hand aches, I didn't even know that was a thing until I met you. Indeed, I get them frequently when the muse calls. But even with all that, you've taught me so much. Vasquez smiles and gives your hand a squeeze. If I could leave you with just one more lesson. Professor, don't talk like... Shut up and let me finish, Cinnamon. You press your lips together. Vasquez sighs. You can't leave your life with loose ends and unfinished stories. Be with the people you love while you have the chance. And when you do, don't just be with them. Be with them. Be present, be thoughtful, and always fight for them. You think back on your memories of those closest to you. Snowball fight. Oh, you are on. I call Chris. Chris and I are officially on a team. No fair, Chris literally got a scholarship for throwing stuff. Hey, let's talk more dodging, Tyler. Chris whips a snowball at Tyler's sidearm. It explodes against the front of his shirt. You're gonna regret that. Sounds like roommate bonding day to me. I'm in. Oh, you guys are the best sweetmeats a girl could ask for. Get over here. Kellen throws her arms out and scoops you all into a group hug. I really am sorry about the snowball. Want me to kiss it and make it better? Kellen leans in and kisses your shoulder. Then she presses a gentle kiss to your lips. I will, Professor. My life is full of wonderful people, and I'm not going to take them for granted. Alright, Cinnamon, I've had my say. If something's amiss in your life, then it's up to you to set things right. Professor, thank you for the advice. I'll do my best. It's been a tough quarter, but I'm grateful that I've had your guidance. Don't get sappy on me now. I'm not the one with whom you need to reconcile. I suppose a nice heartfelt moment with you is just too much to ask for. Forgive me, Cinnamon. I just want you to focus on sorting out your life. It may seem like you've got an insurmountable task ahead of you, but if you don't at least try, you'll spend the rest of your life wondering what would have happened if you had. So don't waste any more time with me. Go, get your life together, and start with James. I'm getting really tired of this uncomfortable atmosphere surrounding the two of you. Okay, fair enough. I'll talk to him. You take the handles of Vasquez's wheelchair and begin to wheel him back to the hospital. Cinnamon? Yes? I'm very proud of you. You return to the hospital to find James talking to Gabriella out front. Gabriella cradles the baby against her chest. There they are. What the heck were you thinking, Dad? I was worried sick. You could have frozen to death. I'm sorry, Gabriella. I just want to see the snow. Oh, and you had to sneak off without a word in order to do that? I went to your favorite park, the one we used to go to all the time when you were a child. Do you remember the time I brought you there and you made a snowman? You were 6? Gabriella nods as tears start to fill her eyes. I let you dress the snowman in my scarf and you put a bunch of leaves in his arms. I asked what you were doing, and you said that he was writing a book just like your papa. Do you remember that? Yes, I remember. I just think about the day. I want to go back there today to remember exactly how it was. Dad, let's go inside. The baby will get cold. You and James watch as Vasquez and Gabriella disappear through the hospital doors. James lets out a long sigh. Hey, you okay? I'll be fine. It's just been a crazy week, that's all. Do you want to talk about it? It's been hard to process everything. I have so many emotions bumping up against one another. I'm angry at Vasquez for keeping his condition a secret, but sad to see him declining. I feel hurt that you knew and didn't tell me, but I know it wasn't your fault. And part of me misses the way things were before. I wish that none of this had ever happened. I know, James. I wish things had gone differently. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I never walked in on Vasquez today. I wouldn't have had to lie to you, even though finding out later would have hurt. At least you and I would have gone for it together. That would have made things a lot more bearable. But I suppose some good has come of all this. How so? Coming face to face with mortality makes you really examine your life. Who knows how long any of us have? It may be kind of a morbid thought, but... No, I know what you mean. Life is too short to hold grudges. I want things to be right between us, Cinnamon. You may have hurt me, but that doesn't outweigh all the happiness you've brought me to. James. James extends his hand. Truce? Truce. You shake hands. Thank God, I really missed you. I missed you too. Just please promise me that from now on there are no more secrets between us. James, I promise. I never want to put you through anything like that again. Good, because I never want to go for anything like that again. So I guess we should catch up to Vasquez? You gone. I have a few other things I need to take care of. I guess you have to have your own set of issues to work out, huh? You got that right, but let's hang out soon, okay? Like at the boat dance tomorrow? Definitely. Looking forward to it. After trudging through the snow, you arrive home, exhausted but relieved. As you're heading to your room, you notice that Caitlin's door is slightly ajar. You poke your head in. Hey, Caitlin. Oh, hey, Cinnamon. Caitlin was curled up on her bed writing in a notebook. Have you started keeping a diary again? Yeah, but hopefully it'll be less embarrassing this time around. It helps, you know. Writing lets me sort out my thoughts. Caitlin, I just want to say sorry. Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to apologize for being so pushy about you coming out. Thinking about it now, you needed space and I should respect that. I'm sure coming out to your parents like that was a lot to process. I'm glad you understand. It's not that I didn't appreciate your support, but working through all those emotions was something I need to do alone. I get it, and I'm sorry that I didn't realize it sooner. I appreciate the apology, but I think I'm the one who needs to say sorry. What? But you have nothing to apologize for. Don't I? I shut you out when you're only trying to help me. Caitlin, I know how hard this has been for you. I understand that you need time for yourself. But I was way too harsh. I was upset about my parents and I took it out on you. My parents called me the other day. Yeah, how did it go? Better than I would have thought. My dad apologized for storming off. He's still adjusting and I don't think he's entirely comfortable with who I am. But he said that he'll always love me no matter what. We'll work it out. Oh, Caitlin, that must be a huge relief. But now that I'm out, I was finally able to tell them about us. It got me thinking. None of this would have happened without you. What do you mean? When I'm with you, everything just feels right. For the first time in my life, I don't have to hide who I am. I don't even have to think about it. I just know that I'm happy and there's no one else I'd rather be with. Caitlin. You take her hand, lacing your fingers between hers. I hope you can forgive me for the way I've been acting lately. There's nothing to forgive. Can I at least make it up to you by taking you to the boat dance? Oh, yes please. It's a date. Caitlin tenderly rubs her thumb against the back of your hand. I can't wait to catch up. Us not talking has been killing me. Me too. Tomorrow's going to be a night to remember. After staying up late talking to Caitlin, you wake up early the next morning and wait in the kitchen for Chris. His eyes widen as he walks in and sees a table fully set, a mound of pancakes teetering in the center. Morning, Cinnamon. What's all this? It's an apology breakfast. Take a seat. You pile stacked pancakes on Chris's plate as he sits down. The two of you eat in silence. Thanks, Cinnamon. You're a lifesaver. I needed those pancakes. I thought you might. Like I said, I'm so sorry for what I did, and I know the others are too. We couldn't see the way Sebastian was trying to tear you down, so we took matters into our own hands. Chris nods. I'm listening. We should have been honest about it. For some reason, when Becca came to me with the solution of your problems, I decided to get everyone involved except you. I went behind your back and tried to shelter you like a child. That was stupid of me. If you'll forgive me, I promise I'll never keep a secret like that from you again. Chris hesitates for a moment. You bite your lip and look down at your pancakes. Finally, he speaks. I do. I forgive you. Oh, thank God. Chris laughs. I take it this is bugging you. You have no idea. I mean, it's not like I haven't been forgiven for much worse. Like I said, everyone deserves a second chance. Well, thank you for the pardon, Mr. President. Mr. President? The title still feels weird? Weird, but good. I'm glad. Next quarter is going to be kick butt. I can't wait. Isn't it crazy to think that after tonight there will only be one more quarter left of freshman year? And just a few months ago, we thought it would never end. This is what we're going to wear. This will have to do. Evening arrives and you and your friends pile into Chris's car and drive to the shore. You board the boat to find it bustling with people. Music from the loudspeakers washes over the deck. Now this is a party. I'll say this place is classy with a capital C. What a way to end the quarter, and I can't think of a better group to spend it with. Oh, Chris. I'll toast to that. Here, here. Let's make this a real toast. Someone give me a pina colada step. You join the party. Spirits are high as the ocean sighs peacefully, and a warm sea breeze rustles your hair. And that's when I really knew Tyler was a keeper. Come on, you'd have to be oblivious not to see that Kenna was walking into a trap. I guess the couple that makes the Crown and the Flame predictions together stays together. We were thinking of doing a cosplay together at PixelCon this summer. Really? Oh my god, that would be so cute. Please take pictures. I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm ready for the role to see me in full-on roleplay mode. Well, I can't wait. I know you'll look amazing. Oh, stop, you're making me blush. I think that's just a line. That's why I'm sticking with club soda, suckers. But it's not like Sebastian was ever interested in what I wanted. Well, hopefully he's not taking the breakup too hard. Spare me the pity, Cinnamon. I'm sure his overinflated ego will cushion the blow. He wasn't angry that you helped us sabotage his campaign. He may have been a little upset, but thankfully I don't actually care. It's a shame things didn't work out between you two. You're kind of a perfect match. Equals in narcissism, you could have been the Kimye of Heartfilled. Sorry, but there's only room for one diva in my relationships. The night wears on. So you never went square dancing again? Well, after a night like that, who would even invite me? I never knew that a couple of cows could do so much damage. Believe me, the cows weren't even the issue. It was the potato salad. Wait, so the cows knocked over the food table? Uh-huh, and the potato salad flew all over the mayor, who's definitely allergic to potatoes. Oh my god, was he okay? His face swelled up pretty bad, but he survived. My reputation as a party guest, however, did not. I guess I'll teach you never to mess with any barn doors. Oh, consider that lesson learned. As people continue to mingle, you catch sight of Abby standing alone by the railing. Hey, everything okay? Yeah, I'm good, just taking a moment to catch my breath. You lean on the railing next to her. So it sounds like you and Tyler have some fun planned. How are things going with him? Really good. I mean, I think we both have a lot of learning to do. But he's sweet and smart and funny, and he cares about me, and, well, I think I love him. Abby, that's great. Have you told him that? Not yet. To be honest, I'm a little nervous. I don't think you have anything to be worried about. He's clearly devoted to you. But what if he doesn't feel the same way? Abby, I'll bet he loves you too. He's probably saying the exact same thing as you. I don't know. Are you sure? With him, it can be hard to tell. When I see you two together, he always looks like he's about to explode from happiness. Trust me, he's probably having the same conversation with Zach right now. You know, you're right. I actually feel a lot better. I'm going to try to work up the courage to tell him tonight. That's the spirit. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it for now. What about you? How's your love life? I talked to Caitlin earlier. How did that go? I know she was upset with me, but she understands I was just trying to be supportive. So she's not mad at you anymore? I think things are back to normal now. I'm glad. You two have been so good for each other. I think so too, and I'm happy she's starting to feel more comfortable with herself. She means a lot to me. Do you think, are you ready to say it? You mean, do I love her? Yeah. Actually, yes. I do love her. Are you going to tell her? Maybe. I'll see if I can get her alone for a moment. Love is complicated, I guess. I'm glad I have you to talk about it. Same, I've been worrying about what to say to Tyler all day. It feels good to get it off my chest. It's gonna be fine, Abby. I hope so. Okay, I'll stop moping now. Shall we get back to the party? You go on ahead. I'll catch up with you later. As you return to the deck, you run right into Caitlin. Hey, there you are. I was looking for you. Yeah, what's up? I want to check out the view from the boat. Come with me? Sure, lead the way. Wow, the ocean looks so beautiful at night. Not just the ocean. You push a strand of Caitlin's hair behind her ear. Always a charmer, Cinnamon. Hey, I try. I've been so wound up lately, I almost forgot what relaxing felt like. But enjoy it while you can. Freshman year's not over yet. I will, as long as you're here. I'm glad we're finally getting a moment alone together. Caitlin wraps her arms around your waist, brushing her lips against hers. You press closer to her, and she runs her hands up and down your body. As she leans deeper into the kiss, you can taste her strawberry chapstick. Finally, she tears herself away. I can't think of anything that would make tonight more perfect. Well, I can think of a few things. I feel like it's been so long, I want to make up for lost time. Me too. We still have so much to catch up on. I've missed you so much. Are you sure all you want to do is talk? She nuzzles your neck, her lips just barely grazing the skin there. I just want to enjoy this moment with you. It doesn't matter how. You take Caitlin's hand and the two of you gaze out at the water. When I think back to the day we met, I couldn't have ever imagined we'd end up, here. For the longest time, I thought I'd never be able to act on my feelings. But in less than a year, I've become more comfortable with myself. I've finally come out to my family, and I've ended up with the best girlfriend ever. I'm just glad that you're happy. You mean the world to me. I'm not going to hold myself back out of fear anymore. I promised myself I'd listen to my heart from now on. And what's your heart telling you right now? That this is the only place in the world I want to be. Cinnamon, I love you. Caitlin, I love you too. I was working up the courage to tell you. Well, as long as someone says it, right? You put your hand on Caitlin's cheek, gazing into her eyes. When I think about everything that's happened this year, my happiest memories are with you. You've made the fun times more exciting and the hard times more bearable. There's no one else I'd rather be with. Cinnamon, I feel the same way. You kiss Caitlin on her forehead, then on her lips. Hey, do you feel like dancing? I thought you'd never ask. Come on, let's head back to the party. As you head back to the main deck, you see Madison and Logan standing by the railing. You turn to Caitlin. Hey, can you give me a second? Sure, I'll meet you back on the main deck. Oh, Logan, I'm so happy. Me too, Madison. You know I've really fallen for you. What? You should be more careful. She grabs Logan's hands and pulls him away from the railing. I don't want you to fall into the water. No, of course, I'm staying right here with you. Madison turns and notices you. Hey, Madison, I'm not interrupting, am I? Not at all. I was just making sure Logan doesn't fall off the deck. Yeah, thanks, babe. He's so funny. Do you know he had a crush on me all quarter? Wow, I had no idea. Well, it all worked out okay. We're officially dating now. I can't wait to tell Chip. He's going to be so happy for us. I'm sure he will, but let's enjoy some time alone before we go give him the good news. Oh, Logan, we're not alone. Cinnamon is with us. About that. Say no more. I'll give you Lovebird some space. Back on the main deck, you find your friends gathered in a circle. There you are. Grab a drink. We're getting ready to toast. Great. What are we toasting to? To the great times we've had so far and to even more next quarter. Oh yeah, next quarter. Cinnamon, is something wrong? You all know that Vasquez doesn't have much time left, and it just occurred to me. When he's gone, so is my scholarship. But there's got to be something you can do. Look, whatever happens, I want you guys to know that you've made this one of the best years of my life. Even if it has to come to an end, I'm thankful for all the time I've had at Hartfeld, however short. Zach clears his throat and taps on his glass. If I could just say a few words, I think we'll all agree that this has been a pretty eventful quarter. We've each had our ups and downs, but one thing remains the same throughout. We take care of each other no matter what. Whether we're studying for tough exams, confronting our problems, facing loss, or figuring out who we are, we can all be grateful knowing that our friends will be there to help us through it. I'll drink to that. Hear, hear. Everyone cheers and clinks their glasses together. Guys, you're the best people in the world. Thank you for everything. I just can't believe it might be our last quarter together. Why do long faces? The night's not over yet. Zach begins loosening his bow tie. Zach, what are you doing? If it's our last night, then it's gotta be memorable. Cowabunga! Zach rushes to the edge of the boat, then jumps off into the water. Oh my god. Zach, are you okay? Zach calls out from the water. Come on down, you guys. The water feels great. Well, you heard the man. Everyone laughs and jumps in after him. Bombs away. Woohoo. Check this out. Belly flop. You hit the water with a splat and feel the air knocked out of your lungs. Cinnamon, are you okay? Ugh, okay, that was not my finest idea. Hey, this is way colder than I was led to believe. Just keep swimming, you'll warm up. Abby swims to Tyler and starts kissing him. I can warm you up. Whoa, I can't swim and kiss at the same time, as much as I'd like to. Listen, Tyler, there's something I want to. I love you. Oh my god, sorry, I didn't mean to, Tyler, I was about to say the same thing. I love you too. Really? Wow, I'm so happy. Okay, is there a buoy we can grab onto? Because swimming or not, I need to kiss you now. Let's give them some space. You guys, I can't think of a better way to end this quarter. Me either, this has been one of the best nights of my life. Promise me we're always going to be friends? Cross my heart and hope to drown a watery death at the hands of... Ah! Zach, what is it? Sorry, some seaweed just brushed my leg. Okay, I'm regretting my decision to jump overboard. No regrets. Come on, I'll race you all to those rocks over there. Winner buys everyone ice cream. The waves lap around you and your friends, your laughter ringing to the night. Spring arrives. Thanks for meeting with the Cinnamon. I know you weren't planning to come back this quarter. It's no trouble, really. I need to come pick up the last of my things anyway. How's the baby doing, Gabriella? Getting bigger every day. Have you decided on a name? Enrique, after his grandfather. That's beautiful, Gabriella. I'm sure if Professor Vasquez were here, he'd be so proud. It's a shame little Rico won't get to meet his namesake, but I want him to remember who his grandfather was. I'm sure he will. I know you were close. What do you think I should tell little Enrique about him? Tell him Professor Vasquez was driven. When he had a goal, nothing stood in his way. He always had a sense of purpose. I hope little Enrique will be just as determined. He wasn't perfect, but he was a good person. He gave me a chance when I really needed it. I'll miss him. I will too, but I'm glad to hear he made such a positive impact on your life. I'm just sad that it wasn't enough in the end. What do you mean? Now that Vasquez is gone, so is my scholarship. I can't stay here. Gabriella and Yasmin exchanged glance. About that, Cinnamon, my father made a note in his will about you. What, really? He will contain a furnished scholarship with his inheritance, on one condition. You have to finish his book. Oh, well, that's an interesting twist. Will you struggle to keep your place at Hartfield under these new conditions, or will you rise to the challenge? Find out in the Freshman Book Free, coming soon. Book Free, Chapter 1, New Leaves. You can import your save file. Okay, blah, blah. Would you like to import? Yeah. Okay. We're gonna have the same look, because I really like this look. Let's see, what outfit? I kind of like this one. My look is totally perfect. Let's go. Our name is going to be Cinnamon, as usual. It's the first day of spring quarter, and you're barely able to contain your excitement about returning to campus. Wow, this place is really beautiful in the spring. I'm so glad they're able to come back this quarter. I know about how heartbroken you were about leaving. Yeah, tell me about it. I should have known that Professor Vasquez would come through for me, though. Do you think Dad's interview with North Corp will go well? We can only hope. But don't worry about this, Cinnamon. The bottom line is you're back this quarter. You've got your class schedule all set this quarter. Yep, I signed up for classes before I saw I'd lost my scholarship. So it looks like you'll be able to spend more time with that special someone after all. We were dating Caitlin. Okay, you got me. But Caitlin's not the only reason I wanted to come back, I swear. You step out of the car and inhale the spring air. The campus smells like cherry blossoms. I love seeing you happy. Cinnamon? You turn to see Miss Twimley walking over from the nearby administration building. I'm so glad I caught you. I just got an email about some rather unusual provisions regarding your scholarship. Unusual provisions? Nothing too scary, I promise. Let's meet on Monday to discuss them. Sounds good to me. I'll see you then. Now I'm sure you want to go see your sweetie, so I'll leave you to it. Miss Twimley winks at you before walking away. Well, she's quite the character, isn't she? That's Miss Twimley. She's interesting, so I'll call you tomorrow? Please do. I can't wait to hear about your first day back. Bye. She hands you the last of your bags before getting into the car and driving away. We start toward the dorm. You find your roommates already hanging out on the roof. Cinnamon, oh my god, you're finally here. She runs over and before you can say a word, gives you a long, passionate kiss. Well, hello to you too, Caitlin. Sorry, Cinnamon, I just can't believe. 48 hours ago, I thought you were leaving the school for good. You quickly kissed her back. Looks like you won't be getting rid of me that easily. Thank God. Can you imagine a new student coming in here after 2 quarters? Yikes, I hadn't even thought of that. Come on, sit down. Caitlin takes a seat and you pull up a chair next to her. So guess who had the best spring break ever? This girl. Really? I thought you just went home. I did, and it was amazing. I thought those things were going to be really weird with my dad, but he was cool about it. He wasn't exactly waving a rainbow flag, but he acted totally normal, and we had a horror movie marathon, just like in the old days. That's awesome. So you told your dad all about us then? Kellen gives you another kiss. Of course I did. He was kind of weirded out at first, but the more I told him about you, the more he had to admit that he was happy for me. That's such a relief. You can say that again. Kellen pulls you into her lap for a deep, slow kiss. You inhale the familiar scent of her perfume. Okay, lovebird, you're really cute and all, but the rest of us would like to talk to Cinnamon too, you know. Aw, come on. Not my fault I'm so popular. Hang on, I meant to ask. I'm going hiking tomorrow and wondered if you want to come with me. Have you ever heard of Leona's Hill? It's supposed to be haunted and I've been dying to check it out. Kaylin, I've still got a lot of unpacking to do. Bummer. Well, maybe some other time? Of course. Ahem. You give Kaylin one more quick kiss. Okay, Chris, that was the last one, promise. You switch seats so you're closer to him. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. How was your break? Really busy. I spent most of the time coming up with ideas for student council. Anything you can discuss with non-council members? Well, the one I'm most excited about is a textbook spending limit. If your books cost more than $300 per quarter, the school will cover the rest of the cost. That sounds amazing. You think so? Yeah, I do. That's something that will help everyone. I'm sure it'll be a hit with the student council. I've still got a few details to work out before I present to next week, but I hope you're right. We're all rooting for you. By the way, student council meetings are open to all students, you know, in case you want to come by and watch. To be honest, I'm really nervous about my first official meeting. I'd love the support. If you want me there, I'll be there. You're the greatest. Cinnamon, Chris, I need your help settling a very important issue. Who do you ship Dawn with in The Crown and the Flame? I'm actually really behind on the show, so I don't know. What about you, Cinnamon? Oh, I kind of know a little bit this story, and when I played it forever ago, I did do Kenna. Tyler fist bumps you and Abby. For against each of your ones, Kenna is the winner. Cinnamon's one of us. You all are weird. Guys, this is what I love about our suite. When we may disagree on these extremely important issues, but we're still great friends. Now there's an opinion I agree with wholeheartedly. Since Cinnamon's finally here, I propose we break out the wine for a toast. Don't forget the sparkling cider. Chris takes 2 bottles out of the cooler and pops the top off the sparkling cider. Zach unscrews the wine bottle top. Screw cap, we're so classy. Hey, at least you're not drinking out of a box. Even broke college students need to draw a line somewhere. Your friends will pour themselves drinks, then raise their glasses. How about we each go around and make a toast? I'll start. To friendship. To being yourself. To young love. To Kenna. To Dom. To an amazing third quarter. Cheers. You all clink your glasses together and take a sip. I'm so glad you're all here. It's hard not having Brandon around, but I know you're all going to help me get through this. Oh, Zach, being back at Hartfield without him must be tough. So I've been missing him since the day he left. It doesn't really feel like Hartfield without him. Oh, Zach, we're all here for you. I know this whole suite is kind of a love nest these days, but we are, first and foremost, a group of friends. Seriously, anytime you need to talk, we're here to listen. Everyone murmurs in agreement. And if you ever just need to hang out with someone single, I'll be right here. Zach starts to smile again. Thanks, you guys. You always know how to cheer me up. He pulls out his phone to check it. Abby yanks it out of his hands. Nope, you are not going to spend all quarter stalking him on social media. But I wasn't. Can I have my phone back? Not until you promise not to use it to cyber stalk your boyfriend. Okay, fine, I promise. She hands him back the phone and he puts it away. Okay, I am in desperate need of a distraction. How about we kick this quarter off with a game? Truth or truth? Oh no, anything but that. Yeah, not really feeling like being humiliated in front of you all right now. Well, how about Mafia? I call dibs on being narrator. I call dibs on being Mafia. Zach, we can't publicly choose who the Mafia is. That defeats the whole purpose of the game. Have you ever been to summer camp? Yeah, when I was 10. Does anyone have a deck of cards that we can draw to determine our roles? I know I have one in my room, but I can't quite remember where. I'll help you look. Okay, we'll be back in a minute. You start rummaging through your closet while Abby checks your desk. I know they're around here somewhere. By the way, I didn't get to ask, how are you doing, Abby? Abby smiles shyly. I'm really happy. Would this have anything to do with Tyler? Is it that obvious? That you two are the cutest couple at Hartfield? Yes, very obvious. Abby giggles. You really love him, don't you? Yeah, I do. Like, I never dated anyone before college, and I had all these ideas about what being in a relationship was supposed to look like. It was kind of daunting. But with Tyler, the whole being a couple thing just makes sense. Whatever I'm thinking, he's probably thinking too. It's like we're on the same wavelength. That's wonderful, Abby, and Tyler definitely feels the same about you. I can tell. The best part is, so can I. Abby turns back to the desk and continues looking through it. Aha! She holds up the deck of cards triumphantly. Where were they? Bottom drawer was your textbooks from first quarter. Right, no wonder I haven't seen them. Anyway, good job finding them. Let's go. We have the cards. Tyler takes the deck and picks out 5 cards. Okay, everyone, choose one. King is the Mafia, Queen is the Doctor. Everyone draws a card. You get a town person. Alright, welcome to Hartfield University, one of North America's most elite academic institutions. Unfortunately, the Mafia now goes here. Everyone go to sleep. Moon and friends play all afternoon and well until night. Each who gets a turn at being narrator. And then they found Chris Pell's head in a bucket. Seriously, Mafia, why do I always get killed first? Fortunately, the building that Cinnamon's car crashed into was a hospital, so they were able to stitch her back up. Lucky me. The name Zach has been written all over the walls in his own blood. You are enjoying this way too much. What? No, I can't be the Mafia because I'm just not the Mafia. I think we have our killer. After a few more rounds of this, you're ready to call it a night. This has been great, but I'm ready to fall into bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, Cinnamon. Tell him kisses you good night before you head to your room. After a relaxing weekend with your roommates, you head to Miss Twimbly's office on Monday morning. Good morning, Cinnamon. So what are the provisions you talked about? I thought I just had to finish Professor Vasquez's book. That's right, let's see. According to the will, you have until the end of the quarter. The end of the quarter? That's not nearly enough time. I know I've been working on my own novel, Heart of Embrace, for years now. But the will clearly states that you've got to give the completed novel to Gabriela Vasquez for her approval in 3 months' time. Plus, you have bi-weekly checks in with Professor Atia to track your progress. Shoot, I can't do that. There's just no way. I guess I'll go say my goodbyes to everyone. I wouldn't give up so easily. Professor Vasquez clearly believed you could do it. Well, Professor Vasquez never really had reasonable expectations. Wait a minute, I can totally do this. I've got James on my side. That cute writer friend of yours? That's the one. That's such a good idea. I think I saw him going to Professor Vasquez's old office earlier. I'll head there now. Thanks, Miss Twimbly. You hurry to Vasquez's old office, where James is helping pack up. James, I need you to help me finish a novel in 3 months. You're finishing a novel in 3 months? I just talked to Miss Twimbly. Apparently I have to finish Vasquez's book by the end of the quarter to keep my scholarship. Well, you seem rather confident. Do you know how massive a task that is? I do, but you'll help me, right? I want to, but I just got some news of my own. Yasmin called me a few minutes ago. They're making my play into a movie, and they want me to move to LA to write the screenplay. What? Well, it's James in LA. How will you ever finish Vasquez's novel? Keep playing to find out. Wow, if you want to see how that ends, make sure to hit the bell and subscribe and so you can be notified when I post the next chapter. Bye, guys.